All right, friends, let's listen to this book together about spring.
What Can You See in Spring? By Sian Smith. Things you can see in spring. You can see buds. Buds.
So I can tell this is a nonfiction book. It's going to teach us about things you can see in spring. And the first thing it said was buds. I see the label in the picture is pointing to this part of the plant.
You can see daffodils.
Looking at this picture, can you figure out which part is the daffodil? That's right, it's a type of flower.
You can see tulips.
I see a flower on this page also, but it has a different name. The last page said daffodils, and this page said tulips. That's telling me that different types of flowers are starting to grow.
You can see blossoms. Blossoms.
In the beginning, we heard the word buds, and now we see the word blossoms. Buds were very small, and blossoms are much bigger, the flowers that we think of opening.
You can see bees. Bee.
So the first few pages told us about some different plants, and now I see a bee on the plant, so it's talking about animals.
You can see nests. Nest.
We've learned a lot about eggs, and I don't see an animal, but I know that a nest is a home for a certain type of animal. Can you say what animal you think lives here? I think a bird.
You can see ducklings.
Oh, some of our reading groups have talked about the word ducklings. Look at this fluffy little duck. It is a baby called a duckling.
You can see tadpoles.
Oh, our groups have talked about tadpoles also. That's a baby frog. So the last page talked to us about baby ducks or ducklings, and now it's talking about baby frogs or tadpoles. I'm wondering if baby animals are often born in the spring.
You can see piglets.
There's another baby animal. I know some groups have talked about piglets too. That's making me think that the spring is a time when lots of new babies are born.
You can see lambs.
Just like a lamb, that goes right along with what I'm thinking.
You can see rain.
First we saw plants, then we saw animals. Is the rain a plant or an animal? No, that's a type of weather. I wonder if the weather changes in the spring.
You can see umbrellas.
Is an umbrella a plant? No. An animal? No. Weather? No, but it's something we might need if the weather is rainy.
You can see rain boots.
What about rain boots? How does that go along with what we've heard so far? Oh, you need to wear them when it's rainy. So I'm wondering if it rains a lot in the spring, and then we need special clothing for that weather.
You can see puddles. Puddle.
Now I can see why we might need those rain boots, because when it rains a lot in the spring, you might see lots of puddles, and the boots will keep your feet dry.
You can see rainbows.
That's another word that goes along with the weather. In the spring, when we see the rain and the sun, we often see rainbows.
You can see kites.
A kite is a toy. Why do you think we might see a kite often in the spring? How is the weather changing that we might be able to fly our kite? Can you fly a kite in the rain? No. What kind of weather do you need to fly a kite? You need wind. I wonder if there are some windy days in the spring. So, this book has talked to us a little bit about plants, animals, the weather, and things you might need or do in the spring. In the next couple days, we'll talk more about each of those things.